Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel, Hume's Little Homestead. I'm Katie, my husband's name is Ryan. We have 5 kids and we are trying to make a little homestead here on we have an acre of property, about an acre. I think it's an acre, it might be a little over an acre. Anyway, we're trying to make our little homestead and today I'm in the plant room and I want to show you what is going on with the herbs that we planted together a couple of weeks ago. Also, before I do the little intro video. This is the peppercini or peppercini. I don't know how you want to say it. I usually say peppercini. This is the peppercini plant that we trimmed together, that I trimmed for you, and it is doing so good. It was trimmed 2 weeks ago, and I'm so happy with all these little side shoots it's gotten. Here's the second one that I trimmed last week. I also did that on camera as well. And yeah, everything's doing well. So I'm going to resow some seeds that are not doing well. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. As you can see, the herbs that I planted a couple of weeks ago, I think it was a week and a half ago, I'm really impatient. They haven't sprouted. And so I'm getting nervous that they're not going to sprout. So I'm going to go ahead and reseed them because I have a whole bunch of herbs that have sprouted, which I will show you now. These ones are all doing fantastic. They're fascinating to me because they're all different sizes and shapes. Like, look at that. That's oregano. Look how tiny it is. Anyway, my dreams of having tons and tons of herbs, I've got half of them. Half of them have sprouted, and I kind of think I accidentally cooked these ones because they were in that window that I showed you, and it got really hot a couple of days, and we didn't have our cooler hooked up yet. So it got really hot in this room and I had the plastic over it. So I'm worried that the seeds kind of baked, like steamed almost. Like I'm worried that I steamed my seeds. So I'm just going to sprinkle a few more on top. So like this one is mammoth deal. I'm just going to take the seeds, sprinkle them on top and try again and see if they will sprout. Because after I moved them to a little bit cooler location, a couple of them sprouted. Like, okay, we like this environment a lot better, and I'm going to go ahead and sprout now. Some, like rosemary, it takes forever to sprout. Like I was telling you before that I've never had luck with rosemary. Looking at it. But I'm going to try and resow all of these herbs because I've got all the seeds, so why not? You know, and every year you keep seeds, they might not... Their germination kind of loses power. Is that the word? Anyway, I'm going to resow some seeds right now. That's what I'm doing. So I organized all of my seeds. So like all the cilantro is right here. Green dream parsley is right here. Chamomile. I'm not reseeding chamomile because I just barely planted that and it is sprouting. There's a sprout in there. So I'm not going to reseed the chamomile. I think it's going to grow just fine. Thyme right here. I don't have anything to replant nasturtium, so maybe those seeds were bad that I bought because last year my nasturtium did so bad, but now I put them in a controlled environment and only 2 have sprouted, so I don't know. I have the worst luck with nasturtium. So anyways, that's what I did so that I can just open up the packet and sprinkle it on top right there. So like mammoth dill, mammoth dill, mammoth dill. Then I've got columbine, cilantro. I did a lot of cilantro, and none of the cilantro sprouted. But I was going to tell you that all the seeds that I saved, the sweet basil seeds and the chef's trio, those all sprouted and are looking great. So, where is it? Right here. Look at that. Those are all seeds I saved, and they're growing. I put SS so I could know saved seeds because I wanted to know if those ones would germinate, and they did. So these are all the seeds I saved from last year, and woohoo! Sweet basil was a good one to save, and my purple basil is looking great. I'll show you. It looks so cool. I'm thinking I might separate those so that, because each of those will be an individual plant. I don't know. Let me know if anybody wants to buy some basil, and I'll pot some of them in a very cute little pot. I don't want to touch them just yet because they're doing so good. And sometimes when you mess with seedlings when they're super tiny, with herbs I find my herbs just die if I try and do anything with them when they're little. Don't touch my stuff. Yeah. Plants. I did not use these seeds for the cilantro the first time, but I'm going to go ahead and try it because the seeds that I used in the packet didn't germinate. So these are seeds that I saved. We'll see what happens. And these cilantro seeds actually came up voluntary the next year in my garden. So it'll be interesting if these germinate. Gotta make sure that I was putting cilantro in the right spot. Alright. Let's see what happens. Seeds left, but I do have some sprouted, and I'm gonna transfer them to these cups because I think they're just not doing well in this planter thing. had nasturtium seeds in them. If they grow, they'll look like this. So I'll know exactly if it grows. But what I'm gonna do, since these cups are just taking up space, is I am going to plant this up, this gazania, these flowers. They really need to be in a different pot. This is too small for them. Like these ones that I just planted, they already look so much better by being spread out. So that's what I'm going to do with these nasturtium pots. And if the nasturtium seed grows, it'll be fine. Like, and I could even leave them in the same garden, you know what I mean? Just separate them. But I think that they're probably not going to grow. I think I ruined these seeds. I think that's why they're not sprouting. I moved all the gazania flowers that I potted in these pots over here so they could get a little more sunlight. The grow lights I ordered did not work, so I am returning them and hopefully getting 2 new ones before too long. So I'm returning those tomorrow, but no tomatoes yet. I keep checking every day because they should be sprouting any day. These are the only ones I put plastic over because I didn't want these little labels getting blurry or anything, or, you know, the marker coming off. So hopefully it doesn't deter the germination that I did that. These ones, because they're out of direct sunlight, I went ahead and put the plastic back on them, but I think the ones that were in direct sunlight just got too hot. So now, anyway, that's what's going on over here with all my plant drama. I don't remember what this is. I think it's oregano. I planted it, and I think it's oregano. I know this is basil. These little pots just don't work so well. I don't know how the stores get their plants to grow in these little pots. I just do not have luck with it. And then I know this is sage. So I did plant sage. So I think this is sage, basil, and oregano, I think. Because those are the ones I planted really early. I know that these are asparagus. And these are some kind of brassica. Either pak choy or kohlrabi. I don't know what I planted. These are for my own garden. I'm not going to be trying to sell them. Everything else is labeled really well. But these ones I didn't label very well. But I do know that these are the flowers, the gazania flowers. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope that these herbs will sprout, and that's what you can do. If it's been like a week, 2 weeks, and nothing is popping up, just sprinkle some more seeds on. I mean, it can't hurt. As long as you have them labeled and you're putting the same seeds in what you started before, then it doesn't hurt to try again. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm pretty sure I cooked those seeds because it got really, really hot in here, and although the plastic was on and they were humid enough, I think that it was just kind of like a rice cooker. Like, you know how it just steams up in a rice cooker and there was nowhere for that steam to go because of the plastic. So I think that I steamed them and I think that I killed them. So that's why I'm reseeding. Also, I'm impatient. They might grow, but I'm like, I don't know. There's no harm in sprinkling a few more seeds on there. So I'll keep you posted on that. And when all of these other herbs have sprouted, like I feel like those ones should have sprouted by now too. Does that make sense? So they didn't. So I think they're dead. It's my fault. But yeah, so that's what's going on with those herbs. Hi everybody. I got a bug in my throat or something. A frog in my throat. I have a bug in my throat. Okay. Anyway, let me start this video over.